This is WZOB Fort Payne, 100.9 FM and 1250 AM.
All right, look at here. If you have gone outside today and you don't just feel wonderful, that brisk 60 degrees, cobalt blue skies, there's something wrong with you. Because it is a beautiful day outside today, and God has given us a great one. So not just that, it gets better. Because you're now listening or watching Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Bryan Northcutt, Steve Chambers. This is episode 32. You are listening or watching Lunch with Bryan and Steve. I'm going to go ahead and set up, before I do all the setup of the show, I'm going to go ahead and give you our segment sponsor so we can get that on the screen and hot to you. Segment sponsor for the first segment of Lunch with Bryan and Steve, because we're full, guys. We are slap full. First segment sponsor is Fort Payne Footworks and Outdoors. Shop local for Christmas. Quality shoes and name brand outdoor and Little River Clothing Company apparel, located in downtown Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Saturdays, 9 to 3. Sundays, 12 to 5. And if you'll notice, up in the corner of the screen, no longer behind me on the TV, but up in the corner, we have their logo now, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But before I do,
we know Jack has a little elf up there.
Put him up in the corner. So thank you guys for sponsoring Lunch with Bryan and Steve. But let me set the show up. So WZOB Radio, 1250 AM, 100.9 FM. The Zelda O. Buttram radio station, the Z, as it were. If you could catch us there on the radio if you're riding around town. If you're at work and you want to pull up your computer and go to WZOBradio.com, you can click the Listen Live button. You can also go to Facebook. We're live streaming there. Miss Holly Allen, the producer of the show, uploads, although she hasn't in a couple of weeks, the show on the WZOB YouTube channel.
You're watching me, aren't you?
So just hold off on about a month before you watch this episode.
I think she's losing interest. Is that what you're saying?
Has your class created reels for us?
We worked on that yesterday,
Okay, all right,
and I
just
think
making
I have
sure.
one coming that was supposed to get done today, but I'm not sure I wasn't in there. So we're on WZOB's YouTube channel. We're on their Facebook page. We are also live streaming on the FPTV app. So those of you who watch FPTV for football games, we're live streaming on that same button. If you go to that app, we should be live streaming there as well, so you can catch us there. So any way that you're watching us, we appreciate you being here in studio, in the bunker of FPTV today. Bryan Northcutt and my co-host Steve Chambers. Steve, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Got your Jacksonville State shirt on?
No, these are really my initials, but everybody thinks it's Jacksonville State College.
Yeah, Jacksonville State College. So anyway.
I was telling you, I looked for my Auburn shirt in honor of you and Mike Shirey, but I just couldn't find it.
You can't say that on the air because you're going to have Bama people all over you for even mentioning wearing an Auburn shirt.
Yes,
you can't do that.
I'm not.
Well, I'm wearing mine because it's college week here at Fort Payne High School, and so the counselors have asked the teachers and staff to wear the shirt from their school so that just promote going to college and things like that. So students they've got counselors from different schools in the library right now.
Is Miss Newman still here, counselor?
No. Oh, well, maybe. I hadn't met everybody, so I'm not real sure.
SRO and I used to always decorate her office with our colors, and it tended to make her, shall we say, angry.
Well, and we've also got in studio Miss Holly Allen, the producer of the show. Holly, how are you?
I'm great today.
It's a great day.
It's
no
a beautiful
echo.
day.
Got rid of the
distortion of the radio.
The distortion's gone on the radio from one button.
So she just turned us off.
We're not even live. And I've also got my cohort, my partner in crime, the producer of FPTV football on Friday nights. David Smith's helping us get things loaded because we've got. Say hey, David.
Roll Tide.
Okay.
God bless you, young man.
All right, so I set it up, and we went ahead and talked about Jack Davidson and Jill at Fort Payne Footworks. Their logo's up there. Hey, David, redo that again and show the fly-in. Watch this. Watch this graphic, David. Look at that.
We're so easily
Bryan
amused.
is having so much fun.
It gets better, folks. So for a long, long time, let me show you, just for reference sake.
Oh, no, we're going back into
watch
the
this.
past.
Watch this. So just for reference sake, this is Lunch with Bryan and Steve, episode 32. Let's go way back to about episode 5. and check this out. Look at these guys right
that's
here.
a reel, man.
It is. Let me see if it'll play.
It's so old it won't play.
All right, never mind. Yeah, it is playing. It says it's playing. Anyway, this was Paul Crawford. Why is it not playing? Well, this technology stinks. Okay, so the studio here was we still had the same sign over there in the corner.
Yeah,
and then the TV. I don't know why the thing's not playing. And this is Paul Crawford in one of our shorts or reels from before. But man, we were jam packed. Like we could literally go, "Hey Holly, hey."
Yeah.
Hey, Holly, and tap her on the shoulder from across the table. But now we've got all fancy and stuff, and we've got even fancier than that. So let me get out of here and go back to here because that's not working. So watch this.
Did you push the play button?
I did. It said it was rolling, but I'm not sure what was going on.
I just noticed that third
Why is it
camera.
going back?
Wow.
All right, hang on. I need you to stop.
You just get to watch us play with a bunch of
All right.
big boy toys.
You ready? You ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I think.
All right, David, here we go. Hit it. Hey, guys, we're lunch with Bryan. We got a camera
It is
here.
so funny.
And watch this. Watch this when we got the guest here and we want to ISO the guest. All right, well, watch this. Go here. And there we go.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to,
Look how
adjust
fancy.
that.
Wow.
No?
3 cameras.
No?
I don't
Sounds
know what
good.
to look into. Of course, I can't see anyway. It's so dark out there. Oh. And
So
all
we're
all
gonna
those
be-
consoles and stuff.
I know it, isn't it fun?
Tables
This
and-
thing is huge.
I can't even see Holly hardly.
That's okay.
I didn't want
Can
to
you
see
hear
David.
me? Can you hear me? That's all
Yes.
that matters.
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's all that matters.
When you're angry, I can't see your face.
And that's a
hardly.
good thing. That's why I need to sit in the back of church.
I think we just feel the vibes.
That's right. Oh, you can feel when she's mad. You
Yeah,
can feel
you
it real
just,
good.
it's a cold front just went through. Oh.
So anyway, we are now, Steve, we've made it. I mean, it cannot.
Can't get any better?
It can't get any better
Oh,
than
good.
this.
No more change.
Look at this. I mean, it is so fancy.
So we've peaked.
You know what that means?
Where
here
else
we
we
go.
go now?
And we go into the side of the mountain. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, very grateful. David has been very helpful on getting all this set up and running the TriCaster. He knows my job better than I do, which I don't know. I think that's a good thing, but it feels kind of sad.
He may bring that up in contract
That's
negotiations.
right. He should. So David, but although we did have to figure something out Friday night because I don't know. Did you notice I left with 2 minutes left in the game?
I did.
Did you know what happened?
No, Holly came up and said, "You're gonna need to talk more because
Bryan just left.
Brian left."
David caught some kind of bug or something, or food poisoning or
Food
something, with about
poisoning.
2 or 3 minutes left in the football game Friday night. And buddy,
Had to go call some dinosaurs.
Like hurl? Hurl.
and so David had to he checked out, and we had to go cover for him so he could go make himself feel better. And but anyway,
At least it wasn't terribly serious.
oh, I know. Well, when they say, "Hey, I'm bad," or I'm not feeling well. Like in my mind, I don't know what that means. Like what? Because that could be anything. That could be, do we need to call an ambulance? Is it 911? Is it?
What are we gonna do at Gaston City
That's
next
what
week?
how are we going to? Can you run Gaston City next week, please? Right. So anyway, but he made it. He survived. He's here today. So anyway, we're fancy now. We've got 3 camera shots. We're going to have kids switching for us. We're going to have ads rolling so that I don't have to put them over here. And now we can actually watch some videos and look at some different pictures and do some different media with this because our sponsors are up here in the corner, and you'll see them throughout. And then so everything's cool. It looks fun.
Our radio listeners will still be going, "What?"
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. I probably should set that up. If you're on the radio, this whole segment means nothing to you. So
Go check us
just
out.
just know Fort Payne Footworks is our segment sponsor, and we appreciate Jack and Jill and Fort Payne Footworks for sponsoring Lunch with Bryan and Steve. So anyway, just wanted to show you the old studio, and I went back and looked at some of those old things, like the very first things we did.
Back in March.
Yeah, I know. Do you know? Not that long ago. Do we have footage of our first episode? I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, isn't
it?
it?
I
I'm
didn't-
pretty sure. Brian Jett.
I know it was Brian
Yeah,
Jett,
it is.
but
No,
I did not find it.
You couldn't find it?
No.
She doesn't ever watch them anyway.
Well, I know I put it on there. Well, maybe I didn't because I was like, oh, this is awful. This quality
Not Brian
is
Jett.
terrible. Not Brian, but the quality was just,
Oh, it was.
you know, it was
the
not great.
graininess,
The sound wasn't. We've come a long way.
the host and co-host.
Yeah,
So
it's like, really?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a fun growth process. We are now. I understand way more than I did 2 months ago about how all this stuff works, and it is really, really cool. It makes me appreciate what Steve and Becca did for so many years here, because it's a challenge. I mean, it does take. Well, Holly figured that out today.
What's that?
One switch.
One switch.
One switch that's off that should be on, or on that should be off.
And that was the whole problem
the whole
last
thing
week.
is you can't figure anything out. And
There's a lot of switches.
there are a lot of switches. So it's a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of things going on here at WZOB and at FPTV. So excited. We got in studio today. Let me talk about our guests. I'm excited about this. I started doing some digging around on our guests because I knew a lot of things, but there's a lot of things I didn't know. And he's got a lot of accolades. Mike Shirey. I mean, he's done a lot of things and a very, very well-traveled and well-versed in so many different things. It said that he lettered in 5 sports here. Do you know what those are? I mean, football would be the obvious one, and I'm sure basketball and baseball.
Track, I guess.
Maybe. What else would
We
there?
didn't have soccer.
So anyway, I'll be interested to find out from him what all sports.
I'm sure he remembers.
Hopefully so. So he'll be on today with Fort Payne Improvement Authority. They are a sponsor for Lunch with Bryan and Steve as well. So he'll be here in studio. We're just going to talk with him about all kinds of experiences as an SEC official. I bet he has got more stories than we could cover.
I think he's got some Ed O stories.
Ed Ogeron from LSU.
He somehow got his email. Coach
did he?
Orgeron got
Did he
Mike's
really?
email.
That'll be a fun story.
He said Coach Saban wasn't always nice to it.
No. Well, he's the sideline guy, too.
Yeah,
And that's the
no,
one
he's
that
right
always
there.
gets
And
eat up.
Don't they swap at the half?
I think so.
So each coach gets to eat him up before the game's over.
So Mike Shirey will be in studio here in just a few minutes. We got the Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week coming up next. So excited for you guys to join us. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate all of our sponsors. We appreciate our listeners and viewers. I mean, we have kind of come. We have gone a good distance in a short period of time. I feel like we've really kind of gained some traction in the community, and excited that you guys listen and watch us. And we want feedback too, by the way. So if you guys have ideas or thoughts about the show, and it's a lot of fun.
Sunday morning, we
We usually get
my
it.
feedback. First on Friday,
Randy
then
Wilson
Thursday.
likes us.
Oh, he does. That means a lot.
I know it. I really appreciate Randy and all those folks. So I think it's time for our first commercial break. So let's take our break. We'll see if our tech works on the commercial break. You're listening or watching Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll be right back after this.
Let's face it, nobody likes to close their pool. But if it must be done, and it must, get it done by the professionals at Rawson Pools, LLC. With more than 40 years of experience on their team, Rawson Pools can not only make the area safe for the winter, they can also protect your pool, plumbing system, and filtration equipment. So call Rawson Pools at 256-638-5804 to make sure your pool is protected this winter so you can enjoy it again next summer. Rawson Pools, LLC, the pool professionals.
Hi, everybody. This is Greg Fowler. I work with the group Alabama, the Alabama Band Fan Club and Museum, and you are having lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB. All right. That was painless.
Get your Christmas shopping done early this year at Tracy's. More than a flower shop, Tracy's carries cute and thoughtful gift ideas for the whole family. Come in Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon, or check out Tracy's new website at Tracy's LLC and call to make your order. Delivery is available. Follow their Facebook page to stay current as new items will be arriving throughout the season. Tracy's Florist is located on Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Tracy's, your local flower shop for every occasion. Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
Lunch with Bryan and Steve, second segment. That means it's the Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week. We've got Thrive Outdoor as a sponsor. We appreciate Lee Buffington and everybody at Thrive Outdoor for being a sponsor of Lunch with Bryan and Steve. And I forgot to call and get Chris on the line. I need to do that. Hang on, Chris. I'm getting to you. So thank you guys for sponsoring Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
Thank you for having 2 starters on defense.
That's true, yes. And they had an interception together at Mortimer Jordan. So anyway, watch this. I got my other graphic here. Chris Dura on the hotline, the WZOB hotline. Chris Dura, are you there, my man? Here we go. Sorry, brother. I forgot to call you.
Well, I'm listening to the show, and you're like, Thrive Outdoor. I'm like, is this a replay? What's going on?
Do we have Chris?
Yeah.
All right, good. We're still working through a couple of kinks here, making sure that everything's running.
Might want to turn your phone up just a little bit.
It's on hot as it can go, I think.
Okay.
So. All right. So, Chris, Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week. Let's first talk about the game tomorrow night. And where are we going to go play tomorrow night, Chris Dura?
We are in Gadsden, Alabama, at the home of the Gadsden City Titans.
There we go. There you go. Just keep working that. So, was it last year?
I like the other way, to be honest.
So, if any of you want to go back to Gadsden City and find the little nugget that Chris dropped in the middle of that broadcast, he did not say Gadsden City. He said,
Are we going to go there, really?
That's all he talks about every time.
Chris makes one mistake. That's all he makes.
So Chambers remembered that from 2 years ago, huh?
Yeah, he did that 2 years ago. This is when I thought, man, I like this guy.
Y'all are funny.
Yeah.
Let's just say the woman's anatomy is not a part of the Gadsden City Titans football program.
Yeah, I kept looking at the logo and thought, what is
Okay, now everybody's going to have to go to FPTV and watch that game.
You need to go watch it and find it for yourself, but you just have to kind of.
It's always, but you never know what you're going to get.
I'm good for a good faux pas every now and then.
There you go. Yeah. So we got to travel down to Gadsden. By the way, we went down there or called yesterday, and you found out the same thing I did, which is we don't have a press box access.
Well, yeah, we're going to be right outside the press box on the home side. Yeah. Oh, all.
I think. But however, David, you'll be interested in this. I got an email from the IT guy that says we do have a press box access, like for the broadcast.
The TV.
Yes, but I don't know which one.
Yeah,
is correct.
2 years ago, FPTV
was in the
press box.
I know.
Behind us.
Exactly.
And the old-fashioned radio.
Yeah, we always get the boot. We're always
right.
outside
We were right
if there's not
behind
enough
the tuba
room.
player. I'm serious.
And they don't play loud tubas at Gadsden City, do they? So I've gotten mixed signals from what we're going to have when we get down there. I was told by the secretary in the athletic department that they've got a big scoreboard now, like ours, and that they use that for their scoreboard.
Yeah, they needed the extra room, just like we got booted out of the room we were in because, I said, I totally get that.
I just want to go to the one back in Hazel Green where you're like climbing up in a tree stand.
Yeah. It's always an adventure. You never know where you're going to be.
Don't.
It's kind of fun.
It's
as long as everything's working.
But David and I have a plan for that we'll talk about at some point, but I'm not going to share it on the air yet.
Don't draw weapons on them?
No, not for that.
Oh, okay. That's plan B for David.
All right. Chris, please get us out of this and go to the garden tip of the week. What do we got? A water stuff now? Dry season?
Yeah.
Asian woolly hackberry aphid?
Yeah, the woolly aphid is still flying. I saw him yesterday when I was at the dentist flying around outside, but that's still kicking around. You probably see it.
And Martha saw those and said, I know what they are now because of Chris's segment. So people are listening to you.
Yeah.
Well, this time of the year is great for if anybody has fescue lawns. Fescue loves this time of the year.
Okay, I've heard that.
Cool. It's a cool season.
Really
it's a
have.
cool season grass.
Okay,
What
sorry,
were you gonna say, Steve?
He didn't believe me that I'd heard that before.
Got you. So what you want to do now is it's starting to get cool with the fescue. You want to give it a little fertilizer. I know it's weird to hear fertilize your grass now, but you want to throw on some like 16-4-8 or whatever the combination is, just a low nitrogen, kind of like that. Like, I don't know what the measurements are. I'm just going to say 16-4-8, something like that. But you want to go ahead and hit that for your fescue. Because fescue is green, and it stays green all the way through the winter till, it stays green year-round, basically. But it looks its best right now till it gets really cold, and then back in the spring when it kind of warms up a little bit, but it's still cool, that's when it looks its best.
Okay. 16-4-8, is that a dive to the fullback? And then
Yes.
fake the option?
It might be.
To the right.
I'll call it out.
I think I heard that audible called in a game the other day, 16-4-8. So,
but also too, Bryan and Steve, this is also a good time to lime your yard. I don't know if you've heard of liming your yard. What that does is raise the pH. Now, and this gets a little funny, is first you need to test your soil to make sure what you're doing is good for it. Otherwise, you're just throwing mess down, and there's no telling what you're doing.
yeah.
But in Alabama, typically when you have clay dirt, or you're near pine trees and stuff like that, you have an acidic soil, which means you have a lower pH. That's the reason people do lime in the South, because there's a lot of clay soil, a lot of pines.
Yeah.
The lime raises that up and makes it more balanced, which is good for everything.
Okay. So now's the time to hit it.
Yes, sir. Hit it.
Well, good. So how are things at Thrive Outdoor? Lee treating you right down there?
Yeah, doing pretty good. We're all in a good mood now. It's cooler weather, and
I know.
stinking grass has stopped growing or slowing down.
Steve, are we still in a drought?
Not really.
DK8 says we're not in a drought.
Yeah. I got a mow today, so it's still growing.
It is. It's still dry, though, Steve.
It is dry.
I look at the
It's
water
very dry.
table, and the water table's fine.
Oh, we're going to have a fight here on the air, Steve.
There you go.
Steve and Chris. So, Chris, we also got some other games in the area of note. I know that you do the DC Tailgate Show.
Yep.
And we've got a big one. Plainview North Jackson is tomorrow night.
You got three big ones. You got the Fort Payne Gadsden City, the Plainview North Jackson, and what was the other one? I went blank. It's another one that would be for like an area.
Collinsville, Sylvania. That's not
real.
It wasn't that one.
I got Fife Whitesburg Christian. I've got Geraldine Brindley Mountain. I've got Valley Head Woodville. There's your Woodville guys.
Yeah, Woodville 5-1.
Are they really?
Yeah, they only have one more tough team on their schedule, and that's Appalachian. So they're probably going to playoffs this year.
That's crazy. And Ider West End is what I've got.
There's some more. I don't know if it's North Sand Mountain.
Scottsboro Gunnersville, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, Scottsboro Gunnersville. That was it.
That's the one.
Excuse me for going to 5A.
Yes.
but still, I think that's going to be a good game.
Oh, I'll tell you what. When Steve grabs a hold of something, he ain't going to let it go.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I think, and you guys tell me, Brewer beat Scottsboro on their homecoming last week. I don't know if that was
Did they really?
Scottsboro, Brewer won by 3 points.
Channel 19 team of the week. I presented the trophy.
Did you? I must have heard that. Must have come across the wire when David was indisposed, and I had to run over there.
Yeah, I think you were having to work.
Wow, I cannot believe
that was a last minute. Right,
so with that being said, was that an upset?
Brewer has not traditionally been good the last couple of years. I mean, they are. I need to go look at scores, but I don't. They struggle.
Well, that's what I thought. So I'm attributing to it homecoming and Scottsboro preparing for Gunnersville.
You probably be right. Brewer's coach was saying, "Well, I don't know where this is going to lead us. It can go 1,000 different ways. I said, boy, I got the warm and fuzzies listening to that. it's like the show. We've peaked and we're done.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's it. Game's over.
Yeah.
So, my goodness, that's interesting. Okay. So our potential region next year is in the heat of their schedule right now. So.
Yeah. I've been paying a lot of attention.
Well, it was a
reason.
close game.
Yeah.
I talked to, you'll hear it on the DC Tailgate Show. I interviewed Coach Hollis this week from North Jackson, and I compared what he's going through to what Auburn used to have when they played Georgia and Alabama back-to-back. Coach Dye called it the Amen Corner. He played Madison Academy last week, who's number 1 in their region, and they lost 57-56 on that 2-point conversion at the end of the game.
Wow.
And now he's got to turn around and play undefeated Plainview.
Yeah, Plainview's turned it on.
They
have come around. They were kind of under the radar the last couple of years, and they're 6-0 now. So it's a big week for them.
It is.
So, well,
good ball in Northeast Alabama.
It is beautiful weather. What's the weather look like tomorrow? Are we still clear for tomorrow?
We're supposed to.
Yeah, it's a high of 71 during the day, guys. It's going to get down to about 50.
Oh, we're gonna have to bundle up a little bit. Have a little extra jacket.
I have to bring a jacket.
I wear my cat's sweatshirt.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That's
right. But I'll stop by that chicken place on my way, so I'll be good to go.
I'm going to get one of those 600 wins sweatshirts.
Why don't you see if they want to sponsor the show?
Yeah.
So we can actually say their names. Chris.
Still the chicken place.
There we go. All right. Well, Chris, we appreciate you guys at Thrive Outdoor sponsoring Lunch with Bryan and Steve, and I guess we will see you tomorrow night.
That's it. See you then.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
See ya.
All right. Chris Durr with Thrive Outdoor for the Garden Tip of the Week. We appreciate those guys sponsoring Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We're getting really close. Got one more segment before we get Mike Shirey on here. And we're going to talk a little bit of some Auburn football, a little bit of Cam Newton when we come back. Are you familiar with this story yet? Have you?
Cam's back in the news?
Well, let's talk about that. We'll see. That's a little tease.
I hope his uncle in Detroit's going to be there.
There's an interesting side story that comes off of that when I was researching that. We'll talk about when we come back. So you're listening or watching Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll be right back.
DeKalb Fix-It Appliance Warehouse is a mouthful, so Terry and Bobby have decided to drop the fix-it and focus on giving you the best prices on new appliances. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, Amana, LG, Samsung, GE, and more. Up to 75% off retail priced on new scratched and dent appliances. And as your Electrolux and Frigidaire dealer, DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is passing on more savings to you with even more new in-box selections. Need a refrigerator? Come in today and shop our overstocked warehouse. You will not get a better deal anywhere. We guarantee to match or beat any price. In-house service available to all as well. DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is open weekdays 9 to 5, Wednesdays and Saturdays 9 to noon. Located on Airport Road in Fort Payne.
This is Sarah Stewart. I'm the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Alabama, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
All right, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Bryan Northcutt, Steve Chambers, WZOB, 1250 AM, 100.9 FM. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. We're on FPTV app. We have got everything in the world going on. Episode 32, got Mike Shirey on the show here next segment. But first, let me tell you about this segment sponsor, which is DeKalb MD. DeKalb MD Healthcare Simplified. DeKalb MD is a direct primary care is direct primary care with a network of clinics located in Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee that operates on a monthly membership, not insurance. They provide quality, individualized care with concierge benefits for $85 a month. With an $85 a month membership, you receive same or next day scheduling with no wait time, longer visits with your provider, even after hours access, basic labs at no additional cost, a direct phone number to call or text your provider at any time, and over 1,000 medications mailed directly to you.
Free.
Mailed, yes, 1,000 free. I see it. It's on the wrong side of
Yeah, he told me to make that correction there.
1,000 free medications mailed directly to you. DeKalb-MD works with you instead of your insurance. DeKalb-MD, primary care with you in mind. Visit DeKalbMD.com today to schedule an appointment. So, I mentioned before the break, and we're going to talk about this. So, this is the most normal picture of Cam Newton that you could possibly find, because if you look at him in any of these other Fruit Loop pictures he's wearing, I have no idea why these athletes wear the kind of stuff they said.
Because they
so
can.
Anyway, we kind of bounce back and forth with a text with us three on stuff that we could possibly talk about on the show. And so I've got several of those things that we'll talk about later. But I knew that this was coming up this weekend, Georgia weekend, Auburn, Georgia, and I believe this at halftime, sometime in the programming of the game, they're going to retire Cam Newton's jersey, number 2. So I start digging around. So I'm going to go, let's just see what's out there and, make sure that I'm right in thinking that that's this weekend, and I was. But the first article that comes up about Cam Newton, check this out. I didn't know this one. NFL's Cam Newton welcomes baby number 9.
Wow.
His second with girlfriend Jasmine Brown.
Oh. He's got a lot of baby mamas.
I guess he's going for 11 at his own football team.
Oh, it gets better. Listen to this. So Cam Newton continues to build his team. The former NFL quarterback revealed he is now a dad to 9 kids after his girlfriend Jasmine Brown, who he's been dating since 2022, recently welcomed a son. Now check this out. All right. You want to hear the names of these kids?
Sure.
Y'all ain't ready for this. All right. All right. First child is a 9-year-old. Chosen.
Okay.
Holly can draft with that.
I can draft. I'm all about election.
Now, you're not going to name your kid
Election.
Chosen. Would you name your kid Chosen in election?
No, of course not.
Of course not.
I might name him Piper or
Piper, yeah.
or Calvin.
My granddaughter has a puppy named Piper.
All right, so that's number 1. That's a 9-year-old. A 7-year-old, Camidus. Camidas. C-A-M-I-D-A-S.
Camidas.
All right, the next one is 6-year-old, Cashmere.
She's soft.
All right, here's plus another daughter who's 8. This is a hyphenated. Sovereign Dior.
Martha wears that on the weekend.
Sovereign Dior. I'm going to tell you what.
Sovereign Dior.
I'm an Auburn fan, but I'm an honest Auburn fan. That cat ain't right. And he wasn't right when he played at Auburn. You could just watch, which is part of the reason why he was so successful, because he didn't care, obviously. The way he dresses. And then, excuse me, let's see. He does have a child named Shakira. Which is
that's pretty normal. Shakira. That's not strange.
I don't know if she's got hips or not. But anyway, I was looking this up, and I thought, that is fascinating. We're going to talk about this on the show. So, Cam Newton, father of 9. I wonder if you have all the kids at his retiring of his jersey ceremony.
Well, that'll take up one section.
I have to reserve a lot of spots.
All those Navy guys that they have.
How many baby mamas does he have among those 9?
Idea. It's a bunch. I don't know. The two were with this lady, Jasmine Brown, which is his girlfriend. I wonder if he's ever been married.
At least it wasn't Jasmine Crockett. That representative from Texas.
Oh. So anyway, Cam Newton's jersey retired. Here's another little factoid about the number 2 jersey. So when you used to go through Sewell Hall, and Michael remember this, and they would have the pictures of the seniors in a little glass case. Did they have that when you were there? Right, when you walked in and you went to the right to the cafeteria, straight ahead was a little glass case, and they'd put the senior portraits, the senior football player pictures. At that time, we would wear your pads, and they wear suits now on all the pics, but at that time you'd have your jersey and outfit on just without a helmet.
Yeah.
And so when you're kind of a scrub, you don't get your own number. They just give you a duplicate. So I had a duplicate number before I got the number 19 when I was traveling with the team junior and senior year. So the number that I have in my picture that's still at my house right now is number 2. So I wore Cam Newton's jersey.
Before Cam Newton
wore it. That's why he chose that jersey.
That's exactly right. So I've got a picture at the house with me in a number 2 Auburn jersey. Official.
They retired your number.
That's right.
That's what I look at.
That's the way we could think about it. So anyway,
Yeah.
Cam Newton is a father for the 9th time. And he's not that old, is he? What is he, about 30? He's probably in his 30s now, right?
Well, he can have kids until he's in his 70s, can he? I mean, men, there's no limit to the number of kids you guys can have, right?
In his 60s, you slow down. I can tell you that. maybe not mine. I need time out here.
And we are on a population. We really need a lot of people to start having babies, don't we? So Cam's just doing his part.
Yeah, theoretically, you're right.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure this is the way to go about it.
No. Married within the bonds of marriage would be nice.
It's better if you better. Speaking of, I did find this article. So anything else on Cam Newton? David, you want to chime in on Cam Newton? I'm sure you do.
He's got a pretty smile.
He must.
He does. Look at him.
Wins over a lot right there.
And $1 gazillion, that probably helped.
I found this article interesting. So I pulled this up. I want to get a DK8. Let's go ahead and do DK8 now.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that I have plenty of time.
We got 0.31 inches of rain so far.
This month?
This month.
Is that normal?
Yeah, this is the driest month in Fort Payne. Is the driest, October's driest month.
What do we normally hit in October?
3.06.
So we still pretty far behind that.
Oh, we got a long way to go.
Yeah. So DK, what's DK9? Do you know it?
Oh, they're 0.21. We're ahead.
Oh, you're ahead. Want to make sure and get Steve's rain gauge update before we go anywhere else.
It is riveting.
It is my favorite section.
She loves that more than
I hear about it all the time.
I don't
It's so
understand your
popular.
numbers. It's like blood pressure. I don't understand the 62 over 140.
You don't understand 0.13?
I do not understand. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything in my mind visually. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing. It is difficult for me to imagine how the rain gauge is that precise.
Not quite half an inch. It's 4 inches across. I'll tell you one day how they calibrate.
Bring one in there for us.
Yes, that's right.
Anyway,
I will.
Maybe I would be more interested if I understood it. A lot of it is ignorance on my part, surely.
So if it's 31 100ths of an inch, should I just say a little over 3/10?
I don't know. Sure.
I don't think she's not a math
That's
whiz.
just,
I'm not math.
don't you run a radio station?
Yeah, I deal with people
Yeah, what does
mostly.
that have to do with math, Steve?
I know your numbers aren't quite right.
Hey, your checks look just fine, okay?
It ain't going to bounce.
Like a basketball.
Y'all know who Riley Gaines is, right?
Yes.
You know who Riley Gaines is? The swimmer from Kentucky that stood up and protested when the male swimmer who was acting like a female.
Yes.
So she's been on a lot of, getting a
she
lot
was-
of hate too. Yeah. So
She's on Fox a lot.
yeah, she is. And that's
she did
where
a
I got
lot of
this-
touring with Charlie Kirk, too.
Yeah, she's got an article out on Fox News, actually, on Riley Gaines and her husband share what's important to them when it comes to parenting style. And here in the article, it talks about this. Said that she and her husband, it is, what's his name? Lewis Barker, said that here's the quote from Lewis. But for us, I've always wanted to set an example for what a relationship looks like. Now listen to this. I'm probably going to get hate for this. He says this in the article. But the way I describe this to Riley is that I want Margot, which is the name of their daughter, and however many kids that we have to look at us and be like, oh yeah, mommy and daddy are together, and then we're all here. We're hanging out. I want them to see me and Riley are on a team.
Yeah.
But we're on the same page. It's not mommy versus daddy. It's mom and dad together. We are one. And I'm looking at that going, how in the world are you going to get hate for that?
Because it's judgmental to say that any other, single parent family isn't as good as a two-parent
But this
family.
is not,
yes.
it's like
I guess
this is
they
not,
didn't say they instead of mommy and daddy.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, maybe that's true. I don't know. The consistency, he said, I want consistency. Inconsistency is something that would drive me nuts. So just wanting to be on the same page, I thought that was interesting. It's one of those where you read the article and you go, okay, wow, it's going to say something real controversial. I want them to know that mommy and daddy are on the same page.
Okay, well, we live in a time where a male and female that's controversial to say boys can't be girls and girls can't be boys.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a time where it's just upside down. Things that shouldn't be just things that are common sense are now controversial.
That's weird.
It's crazy.
Not in my house.
Yeah, that's challenging. But, that is, the Bible is very clear that in the last days that people are not going to know the right hand from left. It's confusion, things that are normal, things that should be pretty easy to figure out. And it is. The controversy over this kind of stuff is amazing to me. Like, I don't understand how that's delicate. I understand people having, issues that they've got to deal with and problems and struggles and stuff like that. But just to go, well, instead of struggling through this, we're just going to normalize it all and call it okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. So Anyway, I thought that was interesting. So
that is interesting.
It's sad.
It's very sad. So what else you got, Steve, before we go to break? You got anything you want to hit before we head over? We got Mike Shirey coming in on the next segment. He's already in the studio, ready to go, ramping it up, getting his speech ready.
Well, October 9th is Beer and Pizza Day.
Beer and Pizza Day. It's Oktoberfest. It's beer every day, right?
Oh, how was Oktoberfest?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
No.
No?
I don't like the taste of beer.
Oh.
But everybody, it was like,
go to Coleman.
Look, people were walking around with their big old glass steins.
Depends on who's serving him.
Well, German beer is supposed to be really, really good, and we did go to Germany, and I had just a taste to see. It doesn't taste good. It's not good.
Isn't it a warm beer instead of cold beer?
No, but they don't put ice in their drinks. No. But it was a bunch of kegs. It was beer on tap.
You could smell it, though, couldn't you?
In Coleman.
Could you smell it walking through?
No,
Really?
No, you could smell the schnitzel and the brats, and it was good. You could smell the good food. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of music, and got to ride the Ferris wheel. And
so are you going to celebrate that day tonight, Steve? Thursday night football?
Oh, is that
I don't
tonight?
drink beer, but I will eat pizza.
You're not a beer person either?
I don't like it either.
It's also dessert day.
But although sometimes, well, never mind. I probably shouldn't say that.
So you have
sometimes I wish I did just to make some people mad.
Bryan Northcote.
That's me poking the bear, but that's okay. It's a long story. Goes way back.
We're not going to go into that.
Make that into a reel, kids. So.
It's day 282. 83 remain.
All right. Gadsden City tomorrow night.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. We don't need to kick off today.
Yes. Hey, Hayden Chambers, end zone every time, baby. End zone every time, please.
The return people remind me of a young Mike Shirey. They are just fast.
Oh, great.
I've been told that before, too.
All right. Got anything else? We got to head to break.
Yep.
Anything quick?
Submarine Hoagie Day. If you don't want to drink
If you don't want to drink beer and eat pizza.
do that.
All right. We got Mike Shirey. He's going to be on next segment of Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll be right back right after this.
My Supply is my hometown hardware store. At My Supply, I never have to wander aimlessly around the store looking for what I need. I know that when I walk through the door, I'm going to be greeted by a person and helped right away. So whether you're looking for plumbing, electrical, hand or power tools, welding supplies, standard or metric fasteners, or anything else to help with your home projects and repairs, shop My Supply on Godfrey Avenue in Northeast Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. My Supply, your hometown hardware store.
This is Judge Andrew Hairston, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Do you need to declutter? Wish you could free up some valuable space at work or home? Hillier Mini Storage has climate control units available, and all their units are gated for maximum protection. You can also store your stuff at home with their Max Steel storage buildings for sale. Just come by Hillier Mini Storage on Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 9 till 4. And while you're there, be sure to check out play sets for the kids. Store your stuff with Hillier Mini Storage.
All right, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve, episode 32, live in studio in the bunker of FPTV, and WZOB. In cahoots, Steve. We're in cahoots. Running Lunch with Bryan and Steve, episode 32. We're getting some traction, buddy.
All right.
We are getting traction. Holly, you hear me?
That's a miracle.
I hear you.
It's not a lot of traction, but we need to kick it down into four-wheel just to get a little bit more.
There must
But
be an entertainment vacuum here in DeKalb County.
It is DeKalb County. Well, hey, we are DeKalb County's leading talk show. Northeast Alabama, I would dare say. Leading number one talk show in Northeast Alabama.
Right.
Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Can't touch it. All right, so segment sponsor for this segment is Cattle Stampede. Steve, Cattle Stampede Steakhouse. How about you?
I like their
Do they have
breakfast.
beer, wings, or hoagies?
Well, I'm sure they do during the week.
Feed your whole family with the carry-out family meal deal, Monday through Sunday, all day, only $25. Select one, 8-piece fried chicken, 20-piece chicken fingers, 20-piece bone-in wings, and your choice of two sides, only $25. That's carry-out only. Cattle Stampede, they're fans of Lunch with Bryan and Steve, right?
They big fans of
Big fans. We
big
should
shout
be
out
on
to
the
Christy
air.
Poe.
We should be on the air, like on their TVs. Don't they have TVs up there?
Yeah,
on their
Christy.
TVs.
Okay, so just make that suggestion.
That's
She's
a great-
listening.
See?
I know she's listening.
I'm a fan of their sirloin tips too, but
So we are excited. This is a banner day. We had the Elmores last week on Lunch with Bryan and Steve, and we get to talk more football today. So we have in studio Mr. Mike Shirey, Fort Payne native, and all-around good guy, and he has done so many different things in his life and career. He's graduated from Fort Payne along with a really famous fullback back in a day in the 1977 class.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right?
They don't even have fullbacks anymore. They do away with your position.
1977 graduate of Fort Payne High School, went on to walk on at Auburn, runs Fort Payne Improvement Authority, and was an SEC official for 15 years. Is that right? Or longer than that?
26.
Never mind. 26 years, even
Wow.
longer.
That
So
was close.
really excited to have him. I talked to him at the Rotary Club months ago about getting on the show, and we finally got you on. So welcome, Mike. How you been?
Oh, glad to be here.
Yeah.
All is well. Doing pretty good.
So we got you on because you're with the Improvement Authority, and you're a local here, and we're going to do a segment. They're a segment sponsor here that we'll cover in the next segment. Cattle Stampede is this segment. But wanted to talk through just your life in general and how things have gone for you and the things that you've experienced. And so first things first, because we couldn't figure this out earlier. It says you're a 5-sport letterman from Fort Payne High School. What were the 5 sports?
I don't know if I can remember all of them, but
We know football.
obviously football, basketball, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do in the spring. So I played golf one year, I ran track one year, and I played baseball one year.
Okay.
So
So that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Because Steve thought it might have been soccer, but he wasn't sure.
no,
We
we didn't know how to spell soccer
didn't.
back then.
We didn't have soccer then. If else correct you now and say, no, that's football. I said, no, I don't think so.
All right, so I've got a memory here that I'm going to cover. This is kind of one of those oddball things that nobody would ever know this, and I don't think I've ever said it to a single soul ever because there's no reason to. But now there is. So
I'm curious now.
it's not that. It's very not. It's going to be anticlimactic. But my first memory of ever attending a wedding at a church with 2 people getting married.
That
was you and
usually how
Amanda's
it
wedding.
works.
Well, how about
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
So
Well, that's only been 44 years ago.
it's a random. You have those random memories that you go. The first wedding I ever, and I don't know why
With
it's
two
stuck in
people
there.
getting married, not any
not-
more than two.
Not any more than two people getting married. Yeah. Did I say it that way? Sorry.
The first wedding when two people got
With two
married.
The
people
first
getting
wedding
married.
in not in Utah that I went to.
Weddings do you go to?
And it's one of those that I have no idea why it's stuck in my head. I don't know why it landed there and took root, and I'll think about it just randomly over the last 42 years of my life. But I'll remember it every now and then. I was at y'all's wedding as a little boy. And what year was that? Would it have been?
That would have been 1981.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were you there?
Well, we went to church together
Oh,
growing
okay.
up. So Mom and Dad, I guess, got invited and were good friends with your parents. And so we were over at the Shirey house a lot when I was growing
is that
up.
right?
So, yeah.
So Amanda was your favorite cheerleader when we played.
Majorette.
Majorette. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She was a majorette.
I couldn't tell
I
the
can't remember who my favorite cheerleader
Yeah,
was.
it was Amanda too.
Yeah, you better just go with it. Mine was Martha, and she didn't go to Fort Payne. She was a ram.
So you went. So anyway, that's a random memory. So you graduate in 1977 along with the famous Steve Chambers.
Absolutely.
And then you go to walk on. You walked on, right? At Auburn.
Correct.
All right. So tell us that experience and give us just kind of a synopsis of your time at Auburn University.
Well, you know, the decision to walk on was fairly easy. You know, I dreamed of or wanted to play college football all my life, and specifically for Auburn.
Yeah.
I can remember Dad carried me to Auburn, Tennessee game when Sullivan was quarterback at Auburn, and we went up to Knoxville to this game. Somebody had given him some tickets, and I can remember from that point on, it was pretty much dominant to me and had other influences, the Locklear family and other people that were in front of me. But walking on was just what I had to do to make that happen. And, you know, it was not an easy road, as you well know.
You have to go scout team first.
Oh yeah, I had a dummy suit with my name on it, and I wore that proudly every day for about a year, and got knocked around by some pretty good, pretty famous pro athletes, William Andrews, Reese McCall, to name a couple. That both had a pretty significant pro careers, but I like to say I made them who they were. So. But anyway, they made me who I was anyway, that's for sure. But anyway, we fought through all that and was able to have some success and enjoyed every minute of it and certainly made friendships that still exist today with those guys. So
now that you're retired from officiating, you can be a lot more involved as a letterman. Have you been able to do any more than that before now?
Well, I know, mainly because, you know, we can't be a fan, you know, as an official.
Yeah.
But also the time limitations. Got this year for the first time, we had a Pat Dye era reunion at Auburn, and went down there for that and really enjoyed getting to see a bunch of old friends and be a part of that celebration of Coach Dye's era of athletes, which I just barely made it.
You're right on the tail end.
I was on the front end,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was part of the transition there. And
I was on the back end.
Yeah.
That was interesting. That was an interesting Iron Bowl that year.
Yeah. But
Is that the one where he announced his
He
retirement?
announced it in the hotel. I mean, he told us Thursday before the trip to Birmingham.
Yeah.
He said, of course, you can't talk like Coach Dye because he said some other words in there. Basically, I'm not leaving. I'm out. I'm not, they're going to have to drag me out of here. And then you hear on the news the night before the game that he announced that he was. Yeah. And so it was fascinating. Yeah, that was interesting times.
Was he kind of forced out?
It sounded like it, yeah. I'm pretty sure. The allegate, I think the stuff was coming down the pipe from the Ramsey stuff, and so it was. I don't think he had a whole lot of choice.
But they named the field after him, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Run you out of town and name the.
Unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, yeah. So, you're at Auburn. You get through there, and where did you go immediately after that? Did you come straight back to Fort Payne?
I came straight home to Fort Payne and moved in the house I'm living in now.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I used to laugh, when every year the SEC would do background checks on us, and we'd have to fill out paperwork and all this kind of stuff. And so they'd want to know your job, your residence, and your marital status. And I would always say mine was the easiest background check to fill out. I had one house, one job, and one wife. And so it was
what's wrong with this guy?
There's something fishy here.
He's in the witness protection program.
Nobody stays at the same house for that long.
Well, we've had to add on to it for several times.
Yeah. So you went straight to the Improvement Authority?
No, I went to TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority.
Okay.
I spent 35 years with TVA, then retired from TVA to come to the Improvement Authority.
I got you.
And got an opportunity to come back home, I like to say. It's been probably I don't think I could have scripted my kind of end of my career any better, because at TVA I was traveling all the time, couldn't be involved in a whole lot here in Fort Payne, and so coming back home to the Improvement Authority has allowed me to get involved with the Chamber and Economic Development and the Rotary and those things that contribute to the local.
Well, you're out and about. I see you at Chamber events and got to speak at the Rotary, so I got to see him there and we talked a little bit about the show.
I call the Improvement Authority about every day about our church helping clients.
And we appreciate that, too.
Well, we get high marks from the Improvement Authority. but I'll say I want to help one of your clients, and then before I say their name, they say the name. Yeah, that's right. And the account number, I've already got it. Okay.
All right, well, I got you.
I mean, they're so nice and easy to work with.
They are. You've got a great staff down there, and so
they emulate their leader.
That's true.
Well, they rise above their leader. Let's put it that way.
And so you were at 35 years at TVA. How long have you been in the Improvement Authority?
8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're getting some tenure in there as well. So.
Absolutely. It's
Are you gonna ever retire?
Well, eventually. I'm not sure when, but eventually.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about. We're going to have to. It's getting too close to a break, Holly, to start delving into another subject. But can we go ahead and go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go ahead and go to a break, and we'll come back at the top of the hour. So we got Mike Shirey in studio. Excited to have him, and we'll be back at the top of the hour with more Lunch with Bryan and Steve right after this.
So long. Cheers. Adios. Bye, Felicia. Don't let the door hit you.
More and more people are saying goodbye to pests with Safe Solutions Plus LLC. And it's no wonder with their top-notch customer service, quality products, and lower prices. And now with their new website, it's never been easier to manage your pest control service with Safe Solutions Plus. Just visit sspestandtermite.com to view your billing details, make payments online, and review past services. Family-owned and operated, Safe Solutions Plus is located at 934 Main Street West in Rainsville. Call 256-638-7378. Safe Solutions Plus, protecting homes and businesses one solution at a time.
Okay then. Bye.
This is Mark Malone, the favorite statistician of Bryan, Steve, Chris, and Holly, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family-owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
This is WZOB Fort Payne, 100.9 FM and 1250 AM.
All right, we are back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We're excited to have episode 32. Mike Shirey is in studio. And speaking of Mike Shirey and the Fort Payne Improvement Authority, Holly, you got the read ready?
I got it queued up. Hold
you
on
got it
one
queued
second.
up? All
Yep.
right. So our segment sponsor of this segment is the Fort Payne Improvement Authority. And here is a message from Mike Shirey.
Brings with it the excitement of cooler temperatures in football and reminds us that winter will be here before you know it. Your friends at the Fort Payne Improvement Authority want to remind you that you can help conserve electricity and save money with just a few energy-saving ideas. Using LED lights and Energy Star rated appliances will help reduce your energy consumption. Remember to turn the lights off when you're not using them. Heating your home accounts for up to 50% of your energy bill. Every degree that you set your thermostat lower in the winter can save you 3% on your heating costs. We recommend you set your thermostat to 68 degrees. FPIA would also like to remind everyone to be safe when heating their home. Make sure fireplaces are clean and ready for use, and always make sure space heaters are not left close to furniture or other combustible materials. Our team at the Fort Payne Improvement Authority wishes your team the very best this season, and we appreciate the opportunity to serve Fort Payne and the surrounding community.
All right. Thank you guys for sponsoring Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We appreciate that. So,
You're welcome.
Good read there. Good job. So we talked about it right before the break, and so I've got it up here for Steve's trivia question. Do you want to ask the question first, or do you want to see the picture first?
Let's see the picture.
Okay, so Steve gave us this picture that we're going to put up on the screen right behind us right here. You know any of those guys?
I know several of those guys.
All right, Steve, ask away.
Okay. I won't see the name of them all.
All right, here we go.
Ronnie Crabtree, bottom row, left to right. Ronnie Crabtree, Billy Burt, Roger Walworth.
Tim Harris.
Oh, Tim Harris. Is that you, Stephen?
It is.
Billy Vestige, Van Hardman, Willie Underwood, Mike Shirey, Dan Jago, Mason Landstreet, Van Jago,
On his tippy toes.
Kent Bowers, R.L. Dip Gray, Glenn Leith, J. Bird Martin, and Gary Shelnut.
Good job.
There you go.
What a memory.
How about that?
Wow.
Did you tell him this?
No. It's A+.
I marked it out too, so I got it. David, that's my editing. I got it in Photoshop.
I remembered all his peons after he went and played big time.
That's
football.
right.
Well, I can't believe I stumbled a little bit on Harris, but anyway.
Well, I'm not even going to say.
Now y'all didn't play here, right? Did y'all play here at all?
No.
We just picked up all
we
the
picked up
rocks.
all the rocks out here. We played at Food City.
Yeah, that's right. The Food City Bowl.
That's
On
great.
AstroDirt.
Oh, so that's just the seniors, right? Or is that the whole team?
No, that's the senior.
Oh, okay.
You weren't playing 1A ball, were you?
No.
That's a big senior class.
Yeah. And our pads are bigger, too.
That's true. What was y'all's record? Do y'all remember? Your seniors?
6-4.
Yeah, I think it's
6 and 4.
something.
Okay. And there was that. Did y'all have area play then? Gadsden or who did y'all play in? Do y'all remember?
I don't think we had area play.
Did
Did
just
we?
play 10 games?
Oh, yeah, it was instead of region, instead of area, it was region, I think.
Okay.
And there was only 4 classifications, and we were 3A.
Okay.
So
I didn't know Roger Walworth. I didn't know he was in that class. I didn't know Tim Harris was in that class. That's the Tim Harris, right?
the Tim Harris.
That listens to the show and rides around town.
Yeah, that's him.
Rides around town in the truck listening to the show and doing work for the city.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
hard.
He's absolutely
Really
Glad
hard
to have
work
you
for the city.
listening, Tim. That's
So
great.
That's pretty cool.
It's a great group.
Yeah.
From this distance, he looks like an Elmore, though. Like,
He kind of does.
he looks like Chris.
Favors Chris Elmore in
He
that picture.
does. I thought that's an Elmore, but they didn't move here till later.
Oh, Jerry knew his home or not. Okay, we're off there.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Brian.
You may have shut down the show, Steve.
I can't believe we're on
He says it so
32.
fast.
All right, let's go on here. Do you remember this? You got one of them sitting around.
Oh, yeah, I've got a few of those around.
Oh, that's cool. You got your own football card.
Yeah, that's fancy.
Now, you were a captain your senior year, weren't you?
Yeah, that was. Oddly enough, I will occasionally get one of these cards in the mail with people that must collect them or whatever,
Really?
and want me to sign it and send it back to them.
Are you serious?
Really?
Yeah, really. So I do. I always sign them, send them back to them. And I think if you go on eBay, you can get one for about $5.
You know what? This picture I pulled the picture off of eBay. That's where that picture came from.
That's never happened to me.
All right, so let's move on. Let's talk, because this is really kind of getting to the fun stuff here. Let's talk through, you're an SEC official for 26 years. Give us some stories. There's got to be hundreds of these, because you for a long time you were the sideline guy. You were on the side judge.
Always the line judge.
The line judge.
Did you change it to half? Change sides?
We the last 5 or 6 years we started flipping at halftime. For years we were always.
You got to get an earful from both
Yeah,
coaches.
so we'd wait, and I don't know. I guess the NFL switches at halftime. Maybe they make one side mad and flip and make the other side mad. I don't know, but yeah, it was a great ride that I had officiating, and a lot of fun, and it did. You know, the personalities are amazing. That picture right there, that's Les Miles. Les Miles was a character, you know.
Did you ever eat grass? Or did he ever offer you some grass?
He always did. That particular picture, I think that was Tennessee LSU. And Tennessee, I won't go into the details, but Tennessee thought they'd won the game, kicked the field goal, or blocked the field goal or something, LSU, but they had 12 men on the field, and we called it back. LSU kicked the field goal. Tennessee was already headed to the locker room.
Oh, I think I remember
and
that.
this was in Baton Rouge, and they had to call them all back out there, line them back up. LSU kicked the field goal and won the game. So
Whoa.
That's a blast.
But I'll tell you a Les Miles story since you're asking. We had probably one of the most exciting games I had in 26 years was Florida LSU.
Yeah.
At Baton Rouge on Saturday night, and Tebow was quarterback at Florida. Florida had jumped out to like a 24-7 lead or something, and LSU started coming back. And so, anyway, it was about tied, or I forget what the score was at the time, but Tebow runs a sweep around my end. And instead of, he comes around, he's got a defensive backs coming up to make a play on him, and instead of, like he normally would do, duck his head and run over those defensive backs, he decides to run out of bounds. So he stands up and goes to about 3/4 speed to jog out of bounds. And he gets right at the sideline, and one of those defensive backs just hits him right in the back of the legs and clips him. Unnecessary, lick. And so I flagged it for, personal foul. Referee threw his flag too, I think. So Coach Miles just goes absolutely berserk. I mean, it's right there, 100,000, people booing. Coach Miles is coming, 5 feet off the ground, jumping up and down. And he said, that's a terrible call, and all this kind of stuff. Well, we go on with the game, and every time he walks by me, he says, you're going to regret that call. And I'm sitting there, and he keeps pacing back and forth. And every time he walks past me, he says, you're going to regret that call. And then finally, it's about 10 minutes later, he comes by me, and he says, I'll bet you a quarter you regret that call. And I say, Coach, I'm not going to regret the call. And anyway, the next week I'm at home and I'm checking email. And I look down, I got an email from Les Miles.
Oh, my gracious.
And he's got a still shot of Tebow right there at the line. And he does have a foot in bounds, but that's neither here nor there. And the caption on the email says, you can mail me that quarter, or if you're going to be in Kentucky, just bring it with you. And, but anyway, the rest of the story, the end of the year, that NCAA puts out a video of good calls, bad calls, and that was on the video as a good call.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the next spring, we go to LSU for our spring clinic. And the first thing I do is walk to Les Miles and stick my hand out and say, I need my quarter.
That's great.
That is funny. Golly. Yeah, I bet you have got, I've got a question for you, and I've been meaning to ask this because I wrote it down. I was thinking, after all this controversy, because it seems like officiating is just under the microscope these days.
Yeah.
And particularly for our alma mater at Oklahoma. So I'm interested in your take on the Oklahoma game and what all went down there and how that, or can you even comment on that? Are you, as an ex-official, are you allowed to say anything?
Well, I can say pretty much what I want to say, but I'm always going to sympathize with the officials because we all can find ourselves in a position that we'd rather not be in. In 26 years, I've had a few, believe it or not, I've probably missed one or two along the way. But, that particular game, it's hard to say, I know at least one of the pass interference calls, the official was kind of running and really was not looking at the time of the contact. And so you don't call what you don't see. That's the first rule. And you don't call everything you see either because you want it to have an impact on
unless it's holding on Fort Payne.
Yeah. You always got to call that.
But anyway, there's circumstances that create situations and that
what do you think happened on the play where they scored with the receiver, the kind of the trick play? What do you think happened?
Well, I don't really know exactly what happened. I know the rule says that a player has to be within the 9-yard mark, so the top of the numbers, after they're ready for play and before the snap. So, you could logically look at that guy and say, okay, they've blown the ready for play. He's inside the numbers, so he's legal at this point. But if in his actions going out of bounds were simulating substitution of any kind, then that's against the rules. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct to use simulated substitution to deceive.
Yeah.
And so, had Auburn seen the guy out there and probably put a player on him to defend him, we're not talking about that today. It's just another play in the book. But because they did not acknowledge him as a player, they thought he was a substitution, then obviously I think the SEC office put out a statement about it being wrong. And so, as a wing official, that's a position I'd work.
Yeah. And
so you have to make a decision, did he deceive or was he legally getting in position for the next play?
Yeah.
And so obviously the official made that determination, and now we're here talking about it.
So when you look at the overall, because you hear people just criticizing officials a lot in the media and other avenues as well, do you think it's because it's so easily accessed, the plays, like you can zoom in and cut and trim that play to just what you want it to see, send it out on social media and then go, well, look at these officials, they don't know what they're doing and things like that.
Just like Les Miles took that picture and thought he knew what he's talking about.
Is it, and I've noticed this in high school officiating, it just seems like it's hard, and maybe it's because there's so much vitriol kind of aimed at officials that people are like, I'm not going to go do that. I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not into that. So you think it's some of that, or what do you think the problem lies in the overall view of an official in today's culture? Because it happens in not just football. It's basketball. It's baseball. It's all sports. You see fights. You see going at like the whole rule. They've got it placard all over the gyms in high school. You do not interact with an official. Do not get aggressive with an official, or you'll get toted out of there. So,
yeah, and it's hard to say. There's always been. I can remember back when I was doing high school football, and going down to Collinsville, and there was a group that kind of just wandered up and down the fence, and I can remember they just yell and scream and holler, and that wasn't unique to Collinsville. I just used that as an example, but it happened. It most every stadium or high school area had it, but it does seem like that. For whatever reason, it's gotten more and more pronounced over the years. And I'm not so sure that talk radio doesn't have some contribution to that. Because if you listen to Feinbaum or some of those, I mean, it's like they just, wanted. That's part of the show is seeing who can get the most upset with somebody else.
Yeah.
But I think that officiating in general, it's unfortunate that it's come to that because they're really struggling in high school athletics right now to get people
Really
out there
struggling.
to officiate. And I really think that we need to all notch it back just a little bit. Yeah. It's okay to be a fan. But understand that the officials in 26 years or 40 years of officiating, I've never known anybody that deliberately would mess up a call or try to affect the outcome of a game of anything.
Other than what was it, Northwest Georgia last week they were talking about? Coach Elmore's talking about.
It's Ridgeland now, but I don't remember what that school was then. I had 250 yards in penalties, Fort Payne did.
Oh.
Matt Hammond finally kicked a field goal, and they were going to try to call it no good, but it hit the flag.
Behind the goalpost and had to. So anyway, we're going to come back with Mike Shirey. More with him right after this. We're going to take another break with lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll be right back.
Let's face it, nobody likes to close their pool. But if it must be done, and it must, get it done by the professionals at Rawson Pools, LLC. With more than 40 years of experience on their team, Rawson Pools can not only make the area safe for the winter, they can also protect your pool, plumbing system, and filtration equipment. So call Rawson Pools at 256-638-5804 to make sure your pool is protected this winter so you can enjoy it again next summer. Rawson Pools, LLC, the pool professionals.
This is Steve Black, AV Communications Instructor at Gulf Shores High School, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Get your Christmas shopping done early this year at Tracy's. More than a flower shop, Tracy's carries cute and thoughtful gift ideas for the whole family. Come in Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon, or check out Tracy's new website at Tracy's LLC and call to make your order. Delivery is available. Follow their Facebook page to stay current as new items will be arriving throughout the season. Tracy's Florist is located on Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Tracy's, your local flower shop for every occasion. Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
All right, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve, episode 32. We're in the bunker of FPTV, WZOB, 1250 AM, 100.9 FM. We're on Facebook, YouTube. We're everywhere. Just go. I do want to plug our social media accounts. So WZOB has both a Facebook and a YouTube channel. FPTV, you'll see down in the corner of the screen, has YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So we've got several students who manage those accounts, and we are trying to push content as much as we can. We're taking parts of this show and cutting it into reels and trying to ship it out. We're connected in all different aspects of Fort Payne City Schools. So you'll go see a lot of different fun content that our students are producing and excited. In fact, a lot of this right here, let me show you. The new background that I've been putting up here was designed by two of my students this morning in first block. So they put together the logo with the Lunch with Bryan and Steve and all that, and the WZOB logo. So interesting to have all that, and we're so thankful for those. So go check those social media accounts out, and we'd appreciate it. Our segment sponsor for this segment is Southern Properties Agency. Southern Properties Agency. When you're buying or selling your home, you'll want the experience, professionalism, and integrity for which Southern Properties Agency in Fort Payne is known. Call 256-845-6000 to achieve your best possible results. Southern Properties Agency Inc. through thorough, trustworthy, experienced real estate professionals since 1992. We really appreciate you guys being segment sponsors on Lunch with Bryan and Steve. And we're in studio with Mr. Mike Shirey. We've been talking a little bit of SEC officials, and I think most people knew this as part of your job, but you could not cover Auburn. You can't cover your school of that you're alumni of. So you never got to go do, other than I would see you at some like scrimmages and stuff down there. So we can't talk about the people from Auburn, Tommy Tuberville and Gene Chizik and all that kind of stuff. But we can talk Nick Saban. So you had 17 years of Nick Saban. Tell us what it was like on a sideline with the great one.
Well, we had some interaction, but Coach Saban was always all business. I mean, he was one of these guys. You'd go out before the game and try to develop a rapport. You wanted to, at least say hello. And you'd walk up to Coach Saban and introduce yourself. And I had many games with him, and he may have known who I was, but he never indicated he knew who I was. In fact, I don't think I ever saw the man smile.
Really?
Except one time. And we were down there, had a game at Alabama, and I was on his sideline, and something happened during the game, and it wasn't me he was getting on to, but he was getting on to a player out on the field. Well, he comes running out and gets in front of me pretty much during the game, and I reach out to draw him back, and then I pretty boldly told him that was not where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be behind me and not in front of me. And as I thought was appropriate, address that situation. Well, I didn't think any more about it. But the next week, back then we had alternate officials we'd send to games, and I got sent back to Alabama the following week as an alternate official with another crew, and I would just run the clock on the sideline. And I walk out there in the pregame, and Coach Saban looks over there, and he sees me. He gets this big smile on his face, and he actually walks up to me, and I thought, well, I have arrived. Coach Saban finally has recognized who I am, and he says, I'm going to stay off the field this week. And he goes back over there, and that was the end of it. So,
he respected you for that.
Oh, that's funny.
He sees people cowing down, probably.
Yeah, so tell us just some other interesting things that you wouldn't think, or interesting stories like the Les Miles or the Nick Saban. I know you've got hundreds of them, but what's your favorite?
Probably my favorite story is Lou Holtz. And Lou Holtz was coach at South Carolina. This was early in my career.
It had to be, because that was a long time ago.
Probably about 2000, 2001. And Tennessee was playing at South Carolina was playing at Tennessee, so it was Neyland Stadium, big game. And Tennessee was kind of having their way with South Carolina. And Coach Holtz and I had several interactions during the game about different calls. And that's one thing about my position. It didn't matter if it was my call or not. I was the one that got the earful. Whether it could be a pass interference on the far side of the field, and they blame me for it. But anyway, it was third quarter or so in the game, and I'm down about the 20-yard line. They're about to snap the ball right in front of me, and so I'm focused right here in front of me. And I see out of the corner of my eye, I see Coach Holtz, pacing down the sideline. Well, he gets down there close to me, and he turns to the ball boy behind me that's helping us relay balls in, and he looks at me and says, "Give me a game ball. Throw me a game ball." And the little boy pitches him a game ball, and I'm thinking, what's he about to do? I think, we're about to snap the ball right here. I don't want him to, throw the ball out there and do something crazy. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm concentrated right here, and Coach Holtz takes that football, and he sticks it right up next to my face like this right here, and he says, "Do you want the game ball now, or do you want to wait till after the game?" Ever since then, I've wanted to find him in a much friendlier environment and try to get him to autograph the game ball for me so I could have it. But yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Coach Ogeron ever yell, or could you understand what he was saying?
Yeah, well, that's the thing about Coach O. You know, he would yell and holler, but you didn't understand. I tell you Coach O's story. We had LSU and Tennessee in Knoxville. And at halftime, the game management came into the locker room where we were at, and they said, just want to warn y'all, it's coming. It was a cloudy night and a stormy night, and they said, the rain is coming. And we said, okay. So when we came back out to go on the field at halftime, the bottom fell out. I mean, I have never seen, you go online and you can see this now today, but you can go online and, I mean, you can't even see the field. I mean, it's raining so hard. And so I go down to get the visiting team at halftime, and so Coach O and I are standing in the tunnel at Neyland Stadium, about 10 yards or so deep in the tunnel. The rain is hitting us in the face.
Wow.
And Coach O said, it's like playing ball in your backyard. So that's what he said. And we go out and we kick off. We kick off that second half kickoff. And I'm looking for it. I'm on the pylon as the line judge. I'm on the pylon, and
You can't see the ball.
I can't see the ball. And I'm looking for the ball. I'm looking for the ball. I'm looking for the player and see what they're doing. And all of a sudden, the ball hits about 5 yards in front of me. And the only reason I knew it was the ball is it splashed. Yeah. Water came up everywhere.
Wow, that's crazy.
But it was a crazy night. Coach O was excited to be playing in his backyard.
He's always excited.
Yeah, so I saw this as I was looking kind of some things about your career. You are in the Alabama Sports Officials Association Hall of Fame. Saw that induction speech. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I bet that was an honor. And then you're also, in, which is probably a bigger honor, the DeKalb County Sports Hall of Fame. So that's pretty cool to be in those two. Is there any other things that you've received?
Well, those are both, very fortunate to be recognized in those two Hall of Fames. But another award that's given every year to the official, it's called the Ed Dudley Bobby Gaston Spirit of Officiating Award, and it's given to either an SEC official or retiree that most exemplifies the characteristics and qualities of those two men. And Ed Dudley was an official in the SEC. He had cancer and passed away years ago, but he was a man of strong faith and family and very strong values, but he was also a very cherished crewmate for the officials. And so they set that award up, and then they added Bobby Gaston to that list. Bobby Gaston was a longtime supervisor in the SEC, hired me into the SEC, and Bobby similarly had strong faith and stuff, so they've created this award to present to somebody that exemplified the characteristic that those two guys had, and they give that out annually. And in 2019, I received that award.
That's cool.
From the SEC. So those are highlights of a career, and you just are fortunate to be a part of it.
Well, talk about before we let you go here. We got just a few minutes. Talk about your family, kind of where things are in life for you, what this next season holds. I know you got grandkids and all that kind of stuff. So what's on the horizon for Mike Shirey over the next several years, Lord willing?
Well, I knew last year was going to be my last season, so I kind of had to work through the season, and I knew this year would be kind of different. But as in most things in life, you take something away, something fills its place, and you just keep going, And so very blessed. Amanda and I have had 44 years of marriage, and enjoy spending time together, and at least I do. I don't know if she does or not, but
I'm sure she does.
But now, our grandkids are getting, a little older. Our kids don't live here. My daughter's in Chelsea, down below Birmingham, and Jake. is down in Madison, Mississippi, and so those grandkids, they'll keep you just as busy as you want to be. And so, in fact, tonight we're going down to Chelsea to watch my 13-year-old play 8th grade football there at Chelsea. He's a pretty good little athlete himself, and so and I've got a little 9-year-old granddaughter that's a pretty good little softball player. So we've been busy trying to see as much of that as we can, and it's a little harder to get down to see Jake's, but his kids are getting involved in activities, and so we're very blessed. Very blessed to be healthy and be able to go. And so, with the time that now, and I'm catching up on I told somebody the other day, I said, I wonder how this stuff that I do on Saturday now got done before, and I wasn't around. But anyway, we're looking forward to trying to keep up with those grandkids a little bit more and being a part of their life.
Well, thanks for stopping by. You are an icon. I know you may not feel that way, but you are for Fort Payne and in the community, and we appreciate what you do and how you represent all of us, even the Lord. You represent Him well too. So we appreciate you being on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Steve, you got any last?
Yeah, when we were growing up, where was your favorite place to eat? Because we didn't have that many selections.
Golly. We had a Pasquale's. I like Pasquale. I like the sub sandwiches at Pasquale's.
Yeah, that's right. A little red bar. Later on a Jack's. It just wasn't a lot of big selections. But we didn't know that.
A little bit more nowadays.
We thought we had it all, didn't we, Steve?
We're great. It doesn't take that far to go back in Florida.
Well, Jack's. Let me not discount the Bonanza. A chocolate milkshake, Bonanza burger, and onion ring.
There you go.
That was classic.
Classic.
I'll stay with the Bonanza. You'll never run the city I think you'd be great.
Maybe so.
No, politics is outside my wheelhouse.
There we go.
All right. You have enough of that.
That's true. Well, thanks for being on the show. We appreciate the time, and good talking to you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll be right back with more Lunch with Bryan and Steve right after this.
DeKalb Fix-It Appliance Warehouse is a mouthful, so Terry and Bobby have decided to drop the Fix-It and focus on giving you the best prices on new appliances. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, Amana, LG, Samsung, GE, and more. Up to 75% off retail priced on new scratched and dent appliances. And as your Electrolux and Frigidaire dealer, DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is passing on more savings to you with even more new in-box selections. Need a refrigerator? Come in today and shop our overstocked warehouse. You will not get a better deal anywhere. We guarantee to match or beat any price. In-house service available to all as well. DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is open weekdays 9 to 5, Wednesdays and Saturdays 9 to noon. Located on Airport Road in Fort Payne.
This is Marshall Henderson, pastor of First Baptist Church of Fort Payne, Alabama, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
All right, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve, episode 32, down in the bunker. Sorry, it's not a dungeon. It's a very nice place. Down in the bunker of FPTV. And this segment of Lunch in Bryan and Steve is sponsored by First Fidelity Bank. First Fidelity Bank, DeKalb County, serving DeKalb County and surrounding communities since 1965. With offices in Fort Payne, Rainsville, and Ider, First Fidelity Bank can help you with all your banking needs, including online banking with bill pay, mobile banking with mobile capture, and more. Locally owned and operated, First Fidelity Bank offers family-style service. Visit one of our convenient locations or go to bankffb.com. First Fidelity Bank, sponsors of Lunch with Bryan and Steve. That's another one of those guests, Steve, that I could have talked to. We could have kept him on. I was sitting here going, I may could go one more segment with him.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I thought I was close to it. I was real close, but I didn't want to.
He's got a business to run.
Yeah, he probably got to get back to work. So, anyway, what else you got over there, Steve?
You know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they announced the annual football opponents for the next 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And Alabama's is Auburn, Tennessee, and Mississippi State.
Okay.
And so Auburn has Georgia,
I'm
Alabama,
supposed to know this.
and Vanderbilt.
Oh, wow.
That used to. Oh, we got Vandy.
That used to be, yeah.
Well, he might still be there.
I'm sure he's going to try to figure out a way to stay around.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback. Yeah. So speaking of that, because Bama's had 2 back-to-back pretty tough games and quality opponents. You sit there and go, you know, Bama beat Vandy at home, and 5 years ago you go, what?
Yeah, I know.
But nowadays, that was a good game.
Yeah, and it was closer than the score indicated.
Yeah. So question is this: is you think Bama's back? I mean, after that first game in Tallahassee, everybody's wringing their hands, and there was some calls for DeBoer. It was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Not anybody that was important calling for DeBoer, but still.
So do you think? What do you think they line up?
They got their hands full against Missouri because Missouri's got a really, really good running game, and we don't always defend the running game very well.
But I mean, Georgia. I mean, they go to Athens and beat Georgia.
Yes.
Who else? You got LSU's got a good defense, but they look vulnerable, didn't they? They lost to who'd they lose to just a week or so ago?
Did Ole Miss beat them?
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was Ole Miss.
So Alabama's got Missouri, then they got Tennessee. See, people think this is a trap game, Tennessee and Vanderbilt. I say, Vanderbilt's usually a trap game.
How many times have you thought between Vanderbilt and Tennessee, Missouri sits as a trap game?
Yeah, well, I hope it's not because they're undefeated, but they hadn't played.
And they go to there, right?
Columbia.
They go to Columbia.
Yeah. Then it's open, and then LSU.
Yeah, I was thinking, just looking at the SEC this year. I mean, Texas. They go. Of course, it was in the swamp, but Florida had not shown any inkling on offense.
If Ty Simpson's last name was Manning, he'd be in the Heisman.
Probably
be in the Heisman
so.
Trophy race, probably.
Probably so.
But he's done well.
Who else is there? I mean, other than you got Bama, LSU, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is up there. You can start having conversations about them. Where's that game this year? Does Alabama play Ole Miss?
No, we got Oklahoma in Tuscaloosa this year.
Okay.
And then Auburn. I think Auburn's a matchup nightmare for Alabama because they have such a good pass rush.
Okay.
And you can't. It's hard to run on them.
Yeah.
Now their offense. they'll find their way in the last game of the season.
Now, is this the year they're going top 2 teams in the SEC this year, right? It's not East-West.
It's not East-West. That's correct.
So who do you know? Is that already starting to shake itself out at all? I hadn't even looked.
It's a little early yet.
It's still too early to tell. But Bama's undefeated in the SEC. Is there another undefeated team? Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So it's those 2 right now.
And Georgia, they're not going to roll over and die. I don't think. I've been reading that this weekend maybe Auburn's opportunity to knock off Georgia at home. It's a night game, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just.
And Mark's going to be there.
Is he?
He's going to be there. So
that's right.
He may storm the field.
I turn the water sprinklers on him.
Yeah. I can't believe Alabama didn't storm the field against Vanderbilt.
There's no way. There's no way they would have let them. There have been so many Alabama fans going, "Hey, you ain't storming the field on Vandy."
They don't do it on anybody. Now, but when they beat Penn State in '78 in the Superdome, they stormed. A lot of fans came on the field, but that's the last. It just seemed that the NIL world and the transfer portal and people going to and fro has really, in a lot of ways, they said that it was going to elevate those upper tier teams into a category that the other ones couldn't compete in. But it feels like it's kind of leveled everything up. Well, you got a Diego Pavia, who was a know-nothing from New Mexico, comes in and makes Vanderbilt relevant. And he brought in that coach.
Yep.
Jerry Kill.
Yeah.
He used to be the head coach at Minnesota.
Yeah.
And he got let go because he was having seizure problems.
He had seizures on the field. I couldn't believe he's still coaching.
Well, they call him an advisor, but he looks like he's a coach out there to me.
He looks like a coach.
Yeah. I mean, everybody, you could get beat any week.
Yeah, so you're not sold on Bama back yet? I mean,
they're good, and they can be very good. But a vintage Alabama team, they are not.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you're comparing it to Nick Saban.
Well,
Nick Saban would not tolerate the defense that Alabama's putting on the field right now.
We compared Coach Saban to Coach Bryant. I said, yeah, but we can. So it's hard to get out of the habit.
So have you been keeping up with Deion Sanders?
Now, he's got more health. He had a surgery for blood clots.
Yep.
I didn't know you could have surgery for blood clots.
I know. Speaking of staying on college football, so Deion. And I've heard just a little bit of rumblings that maybe health issues is a good reason for him to kind of step away now that his boys aren't playing for him.
His sons aren't playing. Boy, that leg hurts a little worse than it has
I'm not sure that I can coach anymore, but surely he's I guess it's maybe, what are they, their record's not that great right now, is it?
No, they're on every week because of him.
Yeah.
Not because of the product.
Yeah. So Deion Sanders is in some health issues, and they sounds legitimate, I guess.
I don't think he's making it. he's hobbling pretty good on the field sometimes.
So, and then, so he's struggling a little bit on the struggle bus, and so is this guy.
Yeah, bless his heart. He's struggling. He's struggling on the field anyway.
He's struggling on the field, not in his private life.
Did you see that picture of him where, like, he's fishing in the ocean and she's dressed up like a mermaid there beside him? Maybe. Yes, Holly, I didn't dream that. That's really a picture. He's going.
You hadn't seen his girlfriend, Holly?
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who this is?
Who is that?
Who is that?
You don't know Bill Belichick?
I don't.
It's a math problem, Holly. It's a math problem.
Okay.
She doesn't know.
He won like 9 Super Bowls or 7.
He was the coach for the New England Patriots.
Okay,
from
this
Tom
is
Brady.
why I don't
and
care.
then he's married a young lady.
Are they? They're not married. He's just kind of.
They're cohabitating.
They're just kind of having fun.
A young lady.
Yeah.
He's 72 years old.
Okay.
And she's 24.
She's 24.
And yep. And she's a student at North Carolina, right? And that's how he kind of got the gig. No, that's not how he got the gig, but it was convenient that he got the gig at the school that she was a student at. And
it's that bubbly personality that won her over.
So evidently he got kind of pushed out the door at New England. Did he get fired?
Yeah.
I think he got fired. Okay.
I think they gave him the opportunity to retire.
So left the NFL. Almost got the Falcons job, or they said he was close to getting the Falcons job the next year.
Yeah,
Set a year out.
He interviewed for 2 or 3 NFL jobs.
And then North Carolina gives him this huge contract for no reason, because he's never coached in college at all, ever. And then so they're 2-3, and the only 2 games they've won were like FCS opponents, I believe. Yeah. And so I read an article that they are in negotiations for going ahead and shutting this thing down now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I knew they had fired an assistant coach there for improper benefits, and I thought, oh, my gosh, in this era, what could that possibly be?
It says North Carolina has reportedly had preliminary conversations about firing Belichick, which would be a whopping, listen to this, $20 million buyout as part of his contract.
Golly.
But they're understanding that they're trying to negotiate that down and see if he can have a soft landing somewhere else. But he's only 2-3 right now. And so, here it is. Cornerbacks coach Armand Hawkins was suspended for allegedly giving extra benefits to players, which include sideline passes for family members. That's kind of that's not American.
It's got to be something other than that.
But anyway, 2-3. They lost 48-10 to TCU. Lost 38-10 to Clemson. My goodness.
And they're not that great this year.
No, Clemson has that's only their 3rd win of the season. So Belichick looks like he's on his way out. Did you have any? I don't think there was anybody outside of Chapel Hill that had any good feeling about Belichick as a college football coach. He hadn't proven himself, really hasn't proven himself outside of Tom Brady in the NFL.
And the way it was a complete turnover of the roster, like 72 new players.
Is that right?
And it was an NIL discount on all the players, and they just thought, well, he'd just coach them up. And his staff had very little college football coaching experience, too. So that wasn't a great recipe, apparently.
No, evidently not. So
Cindy says Deion Sanders has bladder cancer.
No, he's
was
been cured of that.
He's cured of that?
This is more, is it just
blood clots now?
Oh, okay.
He's got blood
All right.
clots.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not his doctor, but he said he was
Right.
cured of bladder cancer.
All right.
So, do we want to go take a break now?
We need to,
and we can
yeah.
come back? Yeah, so
Yeah.
We'll take a break on Lunch with Bryan and Steve, and we'll be right back with more right after this.
My Supply is my hometown hardware store. At My Supply, I never have to wander aimlessly around the store looking for what I need. I know that when I walk through the door, I'm going to be greeted by a person and helped right away. So whether you're looking for plumbing, electrical, hand or power tools, welding supplies, standard or metric fasteners, or anything else to help with your home projects and repairs, shop My Supply on Godfrey Avenue in Northeast Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. My Supply, your hometown hardware store.
Hi, this is Alabama Speaker of the House, Nathaniel Ledbetter, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Do you need to declutter? Wish you could free up some valuable space at work or home? Hillier Mini Storage has climate control units available, and all their units are gated for maximum protection. You can also store your stuff at home with their Max Steel storage buildings for sale. Just come by Hillier Mini Storage on Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 9 till 4. And while you're there, be sure to check out play sets for the kids. Store your stuff with Hillier Mini Storage.
All right, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We're on our last segment, our second to last segment. The last segment's a little short one right after the last break. Segment sponsor for this segment is Northcutt Real Estate. I've got some changes coming to Northcutt Real Estate that you'll be hearing about soon. And so just check us out on
Did you fire somebody?
Fired myself, Steve, when I got this job. So I've got some big news coming from Northcutt Real Estate here in the future, and so I want you guys to be aware of that. And so they're our segment sponsor for this segment of Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Appreciate my wife, who runs Northcutt Real Estate. So I was going to mention this. So we've talked about Babylon Bee, and so I wanted to just go through. I've kind of hit headlines before, and I want to hit this headline real quick because it is so funny. So Babylon Bee is a satire website, and it's got all kinds of. It does political stuff, it does pop culture stuff, it does theological stuff. A lot of really funny church humor in Babylon Bee stuff.
Love Babylon Bee.
And so here is an article that I pulled up. So if you don't know who this is, if you're listening on radio, you can't see it anyway. But it's Mark Sanchez, who was a quarterback at Southern California, back in his college days, and played with the Jets. So if you go YouTube and search butt fumble, he is famously known for fumbling a ball after running into the rear end of one of his offensive linemen, and they call it the butt fumble.
And it was a really inopportune time.
It was a very bad moment of the game, and it's very, very funny. And he's been a commentator on Fox.
He's Fox. He was going to do a Colts and somebody game this past Sunday, but
he got in an altercation at a club, maybe. And I don't know the details. But he got in a fight, and there was some stabbing involved. Did anybody pass away?
My goodness.
No, but he's been in the hospital, but then he got charged for about 3 or 4 different.
Yeah, so he's gotten in some trouble. So this is when he played for the Jets, who are not known for being a good team. So here's the Babylon Bee article. Here it is. Mark Sanchez sentenced to 5 more seasons with the New York Jets. Legal analysts were stunned by the severity of the penalty handed down in the wake of a weekend stabbing incident, as former NFL player Mark Sanchez was sentenced to 5 more seasons with the New York Jets. Sanchez, who was arrested following a violent scuffle with a truck driver after a parking spot that had led both men to being hospitalized, would now this punishment is surprisingly cruel, said Sanchez's attorney Samuel Kriebel. Yes, my client was engaged in a physical altercation. Yes, he allegedly assaulted an elderly man and caused significant
he was
injuries.
63.
Wow.
But sentencing him to play for the New York Jets for 5 seasons, no crime is egregious enough to warrant this type of penalty.
Cruel and unusual. That's good.
So that's Babylon Bee. That is so funny that they do stuff like that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So anyway, what you got over there, Steve? Let's go through some stuff that you got on the table.
Some quote of the day.
Finish us up on the last segment.
Steve Jobs. The only way to do great work is to love what you do.
That's true.
That's a very true statement.
Yeah.
It
That's
works for
very
him,
true.
doesn't it?
Or did when he was alive.
Yeah. Hopefully he's happy now.
Hopefully he made peace.
Quote of the day, too. A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore.
Yeah.
That's Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra.
Yeah.
That's correct. Another quote from Oscar Wilde. I don't often quote Oscar Wilde, but be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Okay.
Yeah, I
there
like
you go.
that.
Well, that's your mantle right there, Steve.
Yeah,
You're yourself.
Well, you need to do this. I can't. I'm just me. I can't help it. And then, my obligatory Billy Graham quote.
Okay.
You can have joy in obscurity, like our first show. You can have joy in obscurity if you're in the will of God, but you can be wretched with wealth. So you can be wretched with wealth and fame out of His will.
There you go.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's exactly true. Yeah, there's no substitute for being in the will of God. None. That's where you need to strive. Just find that rest there. What you got?
Let's see. We got some birthdays today.
Hey, whose birthday?
Birthdays
today.
Well, John Lennon
Had he been still alive.
Still
and
be
not been-
alive. And is that lunch?
Yeah, that's the bell for my class to leave.
These also are birthday quotes, and he said, "Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end." But
that's John Lennon.
That's what John Lennon said.
Mm.
Yeah, I wonder what he thinks about that now.
Yeah.
Jackson Brown, you running on empty. Is that before your time?
I know
Brown
the name.
songs.
I know the name, but I'm not.
Stay.
Yeah.
Sing us a little bit of it,
Oh,
Steve.
yeah, if I could sing, I'd do it. He's got good songs. He said, "Forget what life used to be. You are what you choose to be. It's whatever it is you see that life will become."
There you go.
Well, yeah, there are some things that you can't control. But
That's true.
Still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see, Sharon Osbourne.
Oh boy.
I like to be honest, and after all these years, I can't be bothered being politically correct.
Okay.
I can take that one. I'm done with all that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was ever actually there.
No, I don't know that you ever had a filter.
No. Yeah, I have been told in my youth that I needed to go to the store and get a little tacked. That's what I was told. So.
Have you ever heard of the Black Sox scandal?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
1918 or something.
Very good.
Is that the right year?
1919.
1919.
Is that what
There we
Field
go.
of Dreams was about?
It's related to that.
It was.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, on this date in 1919, the Cincinnati Reds won the World Series. The win would later be tainted when 8 Chicago White Sox were charged with throwing the game, and that became known as the Black Sox
Yeah.
scandal.
Oh.
That's funny. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I barely remember that.
So if you've been keeping up with the news, Tennessee is set to execute a lady. When is this? It's coming up soon. So it's interesting because she's only the 18th in the history of the United States for a female. She had robbed a store when she was like 18 or 19 years old. And so you don't see that much. They talked about, there was a lady.
Did she kill someone?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
While she's robbing the store.
I was looking at that
I
article.
should probably have done better show prep for that.
No, I mean, there was.
I just got the picture uploaded. That's all I could do.
I'm asking you, you guess why?
Go figure it out yourself.
What was it? Let's see. I did. I sent that to you guys, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, it was me that was.
So we had a conversation before the show because this picture came up and the girls in my class were asking about this and the method of execution in Tennessee. I believe is the electric chair, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it?
Man.
And they were talking about is it or is it not? I have no idea. Well, that's really good to just blast that out over the airwaves and have no idea what you're talking about.
They don't do a lethal injection.
I don't know.
If you had to be executed.
That's what I was going to ask. That was the question.
You know what? I've told Martha
Lethal
this,
injection.
She looks at me like, I'd rather just be shot by a firing squad.
I think so. That's my method too.
No, Tennessee, well, at least the Googles says that Tennessee's primary execution method is lethal injection. So
Okay.
I'm sure that's
Alabama's moved. Does anybody do electric chair anymore?
That's a good question to ask.
I think we're more lethal injection.
Yeah.
That just seems like a very cruel way to go.
Well, it looks like that they don't really get them out all the way.
I mean, did you see The Green Mile?
Yeah.
That was awful. You know, that came out at Christmas time.
Did it?
That was the worst Christmas time movie.
You know, it's such a
So
good movie,
depressing.
except for that aspect of it. I mean, there's some really good themes in there.
Yeah.
That you can teach your children, other than you don't really want to show them it because of the execution scenes.
Yeah, anyway, but I just remember it being at Christmas time thinking, this is not where I want to be.
It's not a feel-good movie.
It's not a feel-good movie, no.
It kind of is at the end. It comes around.
That movie that, let's see, Detective John something, and he's in a skyscraper in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that's a good Christmas movie.
Thanks all that Christmas movie now.
That is a Christmas.
It is.
In our house, it is.
It is set at Christmas time, but, I mean, how do you define a Christmas movie?
Well, if it comes out at Christmas, usually I would think it's about Christmas.
Yes.
But if it comes out at Christmas, I guess you can say that too.
Okay, so primary and optional use. So some states do use the electric chair. South Carolina is the default method. Alabama and Florida, inmates can choose electrocution over lethal injection. Who would choose?
SEC.
And then Kentucky and Tennessee, the option to choose the electric chair applies to inmates convicted before a certain date.
Firing squad, they shoot at the heart, right? Isn't it? They don't aim at the head. It's not a headshot.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
You got people know what they're doing.
Yeah,
so you're not gonna get shot 8 times and survive it. Oh God.
And I've heard that, and I was talking to the girls about this earlier, that they line up several marksmen and give all of them blanks except for one, so that they don't know who the executioner is.
I did not know that.
I've heard that. That may not be true, but I've heard that before.
I've heard that too. But I just think about the other methods. I mean, everybody knows who flips the switch of the electric chair, or who
the doctor who injects the poison.
Yes. So I don't know.
Well, we got to take one more break. We're going to come back. We've got one little bitty segment to wrap up the show. You're listening or watching to Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
So long. Cheers. Adios. Bye, Felicia. Don't let the door hit you.
More and more people are saying goodbye to pests with Safe Solutions Plus LLC. And it's no wonder with their top-notch customer service, quality products, and lower prices. And now with their new website, it's never been easier to manage your pest control service with Safe Solutions Plus. Just visit sspestandtermite.com to view your billing details, make payments online, and review past services. Family-owned and operated, Safe Solutions Plus is located at 934 Main Street West in Rainsville. Call 256-638-7378. Safe Solutions Plus, protecting homes and businesses one solution at a time.
Okay then. Bye.
This is Trisha Dunn with the City of Fort Payne, and I love listening to WZOB and the Bryan and Steve Show.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
All right, we're back. Close this show out. Steve, you got anything else you want to talk about before we shut her down?
one Jerry Seinfeld quote.
Okay,
This is
I'll
honor
take that
you.
one.
She said I was sponge-worthy. Wouldn't even waste a sponge on me.
If you're a Seinfeld fan, you know exactly what that episode's about.
They remind you of you specifically, but in general, you're a Seinfeld fan.
Well, I think that we are dialing in our show. How did it go today, Holly?
Yeah, no, much better. I like that somebody else is back here with me, helping me do all of that.
It's only taken 32
So I'm
shows.
actually doing a lot less right now. I'm bringing in a lot less equipment, and
there you go.
And as long as it's quality, then I'm happy. Yeah.
Yes.
So good job, guys.
Well, I think I haven't been able to pay attention to the camera switches to see how that went.
I don't know. Actually, there's 3 cameras and it's dark behind it.
I don't even look at a camera anyway, so.
I just look at you.
So we'll see. I'll go back and watch the episode. I think I love the fact that we can get students more involved than they have been.
Yeah. Sid did a great job back here.
So Sydney, my daughter, was actually switching the TriCaster. So the system that switches all this is called a TriCaster. It takes the camera feeds, takes the audio feeds, takes it all and puts it together and sends it out to the web. And that's what we use on Friday night broadcast. The same system is what we use for football games.
Can we redshirt Sydney for next year?
I wish we could. Yeah,
that's assuming we would actually be here next year.
That's true. So we'll have a whole new crew in the second semester that'll have to train on this, but we'll get them trained up. It's really fun because Riley Wants to Know is going to be in this studio with this system.
She said she's got a friend that's taking over the show too.
Her and her friend are going to take over Bryan and Steve. Wow. The Bean Burrito Company is going to be doing shows here. So.
And that is their name still?
Yes, the Bean Burrito Production Company. So speaking of those, go check out our social medias. Go to WZOB. Go to FPTV. We're all over the place. We've got several places you can connect with what we're doing. Go subscribe to our channel. At some point, we're going to start shooting out this feed to those channels as well. Just got to kind of dial things in 1 week at a time. We'll start dialing the show in. So thankful for our audience. So thankful for our sponsors. We love you guys. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing us to get to do this every week. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Steve. Great show. We'll see you guys next week on Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
And Friday night.